In the last video, we were talking about mindset. In this next video, as I promised you, we're going to talk about values. What do I mean by values? Values are really what drives you. What's really driving you? Do you know what your values are? Do you know what's driving you on a day-to-day basis? Why do you get up? Why do you go to your job? Why do you do what you do? You see, I often say that people need to understand what is driving them, and your values are at a deeper level than your beliefs. And there are ways of finding out what your values are. First of all, you want to understand, where did your values come from? Well, values that come from our parents. You know, there are different sources of values, and it's different for everyone. So you have your family, you have your friends, you have your school, depending on your educational system. You have historical events, you have geography, where you live, the area that you're living. All of these influence they're all called value, they all influence you. And even in the year that you were born, were you born in the 20s, in the 30s, in the 40s, in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, all different eras. I'm sure you'll agree with me. So all of these will have an impact on who you are as a particular person growing up. But when you understand what your values are and what's really driving you, then I promise you, it's like having a marriage made in heaven. Because then everything you do can be aligned with your values. Here's the best quote that I've ever heard about values from, I believe it was Elvis Presley. He said, values are like fingerprints. You can't see them, but they're on everything that you touch. Values are like fingerprints. You can't see them visibly, but they're on everything that you touch. Meaning, your characteristics, your mannerism, the way you behave, your attitude, all of that cumulated, people can see it. When just by observing yourself and observing others, you can see what's important to them. Because that's what values are. Values are what's important to you. How do you spend your time? What do you do with your time? You know? How do you dress? How do you talk to people? How do you treat people? All of these things are values. And I think it was Tony Robbins that came up with what we call the 6 human needs. They're just values. They're just drivers. And what are the 6 human needs? Well, it's simple. We have a need for certainty. We have a need for uncertainty and variety. We have a need for love and connection. We have a need for growth. And we have a need for contribution. Now, the first 4 needs, certainty, uncertainty or variety, love and connection, and significance, those 4 needs are basic human needs. And all of us, every single one of us, including yourself right now watching this, we find a way of meeting those 4 needs, whether in a positive way or a negative way. Either way, your choice. The question you have to ask yourself is, how are you meeting those needs? Now, for true fulfillment in life, we need to encompass and really include the last 2 human needs. And that is the need for growth, for learning and growing and stretching, and then the need for contribution, meaning helping somebody other than ourselves, other than our family. Being of help and support to the needy, to people that are worse off than us, helping them and bringing them to our level. There can be no greater achievement than that on planet Earth. So values, you need to find out how to elicit your values and know what are your top 3 to 5 values in all areas of life. You'll do well to do. Because once you find that out, I promise you, you'll absolutely be living life on your terms and to the max. So there you have it on values. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about success. So I'll see you on the next video.